In today's data-driven world, having access to a database is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. But what if you're just starting out, testing an idea, or working on a personal project? The cost of a full-blown database solution might be expensive. That's where the Azure free tier comes in, offering a taste of the cloud without the financial commitment. This guide will walk you through the process of setting up and using a free Azure SQL database. We'll cover all the steps that needs to be followed to set up a free Azure account. Imagine having a platform to experiment with the power of Azure's data services without spending any money. You get a free Azure SQL database, along with a suite of other free services allowing you to explore, learn, and build without any upfront cost. Whether you're a student, a hobbyist, or a startup founder, this guide will equip you with the knowledge to leverage this incredible resource. By the time you finish this guide, you'll have a fully functional Azure SQL database ready for your projects. Are you ready to unlock the world of cloud databases? Let's dive in and get your free Azure SQL database.
Your journey to a free Azure SQL database starts with creating a free Azure account. Don't worry, it's a simple and straightforward process. Head over to the Azure website and click on the Start Free button. You'll be guided through a few easy steps to create your account. All you need is an email address, a phone number, and a credit card for verification purposes. Rest assured, you won't be charged anything unless you decide to upgrade to paid services later on. Once you've created your free account, you'll be greeted by the Azure portal, your central hub for managing all your Azure services. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but don't worry, we'll guide you through every step. The Azure portal is incredibly intuitive and user-friendly. You'll quickly get the hang of it. You'll also get access to other Azure free services, including virtual machines, storage, networking, and much more. These free services allow you to experiment with various Azure offerings, giving you a taste of the cloud's capabilities without any financial risk. So go ahead and create your free Azure account today. It's the first step towards unlocking a world of possibilities with Azure.
Now that you have your Azure account, let's create your free Azure SQL database. From the Azure portal, navigate to the SQL Databases section and click on Create. You'll be presented with several options, but for this guide, we'll choose the single database option, which is perfect for getting started. Next, you'll need to choose a name for your database and select a resource group. Think of a resource group as a container for your Azure resources. You can create a new resource group or use an existing one. For the database server, you can either create a new server or use an existing one if you have one. Azure will guide you through the process of configuring your server. Now comes the exciting part. Choosing your pricing tier. Look for the Dev Test free tier. This tier provides you with enough resources to learn and experiment with Azure SQL Database without incurring any costs. Once you've configured all the settings, click on Review plus Create. Azure will validate your settings, and once everything checks out, you can click on Create to deploy your free Azure SQL database.
Section 4. Building a secure fortress around your data. Data security is paramount, even for a free database. Azure provides robust security features to protect your data, and it's crucial to configure them properly. The first line of defense is the firewall. By default, your Azure SQL database is only accessible from your local machine. However, if you need to access it from other locations or applications, you'll need to adjust the firewall rules. Navigate to the Connection Security section of your database settings. Here, you can add firewall rules to allow connections from specific IP addresses or ranges. Be as restrictive as possible with your firewall rules, only allowing connections from trusted sources. This helps prevent unauthorized access to your data. In addition to the firewall, Azure SQL Database offers other security features, such as encryption and threat detection. Explore these features and enable them based on your security requirements.
Section 5. Connecting to your database, your keys to the kingdom. Now that you have a secure Azure SQL database, it's time to connect to it and start managing your data. There are several ways to connect to your database, but we'll focus on two popular methods: SQL Server Management Studio or SSMS and Azure Data Studio. SSMS is a powerful and feature-rich client tool for managing SQL Server instances, both on-premises and in the cloud. It offers a familiar interface for those who have worked with SQL Server before. You can download and install SSMS for free from the Microsoft website. Once installed, Simply enter your database connection details, including the server name, database name, and login credentials to connect to your Azure SQL database. Azure Data Studio is a cross-platform database tool that offers a modern and streamlined experience for managing data. It's available for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Similar to SSMS, you'll need to provide your database connection details to connect. Choose the tool that best suits your preferences and workflows, and that's it. You now have a free Azure account and SQL database up and running. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Also, drop a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for